first of all, today's date is I believe it's the 10th of June. It's 4:14 p.m. Let me make sure I got the date right. Yeah, it's June 10th. It's Thursday. So, oh my God, I don't want to make this too long, but it might get lengthy. It might not though. Let's see. X out of that. I just got back in the house, and I'm having one of those times and days when I'm like, you know what? I'm not even about to get upset now. You know what though, y'all? I apologize for the lighting right now because it's like broad daylight outside. I do have my blinds, well, I got me some blinds finally, but I have the blinds closed, right? I almost want to open them up, and I'm not going through all of that right now though. So, once and again, I do apologize for my lighting, and I'm apologizing because I know I could do better, but I'm not right now. So yeah, before I get into my Thursday reads, I have a confession. I effed up with my narc situation, my no contact regimen, and I don't feel bad. I just want to share this with you so that my intention is here. Like, I'm gonna share this. My intention is this. First of all, let me get that out the way because that's what Oprah does. She says, "Let's set the intention." So my intention is to, give you an aspect of going no contact that's not been shared. I've never seen anyone, really tell you they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I did. I broke my no contact regime. I didn't reach out, but I was contacted, and I mean, I looked at the phone like, and the only reason why the call got through was because I got a new phone, and I didn't, when you get a new device, it doesn't save your blocked contacts. And I mean, honestly, I have been sticking to my guns in lieu of my emotional feelings about it. And, I have been having like I've been feeling some kind of way. Like, I love my family. I love my family. I mean, I'm talking about, ooh, child. You don't even, please. I couldn't even. And I'm not mad. I'm not upset anymore. I'm not hurt anymore. Um, I'm not okay with the way that things are either. But I just kind of I had come to a point rather where I was like, you know what, this is the only way that I can handle this and move forward. It's like when a loved one or when someone passes away, they say that you never get over it, and so that's where I was at with my no contact regimen. So I'm going to be so forthcoming and so straight up with you guys about this because I just want you to know, even if even if this act that I committed here is not the right act to have done or whatever, I'm going to be forthcoming with it because I want to let anyone that can benefit from this. I want you to know what you're getting into, when you go no contact. I mean, and since, like I said, I was contacted and I answered. I answered the phone and everything, and it wasn't a bad. It wasn't bad. Things aren't bad, but I mean, I'm certainly on guard. You know, believe that. I think I might actually be activating. I might be on a higher octave right now, vibrationally, because I'm glad that I did contact. So I want no contact with the mom, the flying monkeys, everyone. Uh, there is one person that I still do deal with, and I'm always going to deal with unless they make me not do it. Um, that I know that they do still interact with, my family members that I have gone into contact with. So, but I let them know, like, listen, I don't fuck with them. Like, I know you don't know what's going on, but just know that, okay? So I'm just don't. I made it very crystal clear to this individual, like, look, don't. Come on now, don't put me in no situations where I have to get out of pocket because I don't want to get out of pocket anymore, you know. And basically, I didn't say it that way. I'm really stumbling over my words because I'm trying not to be too vulgar. But you know, I got a little lip on me from here. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. I cuss you out. That I'm professional at that. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to be too ghetto, but I don't want to be fake either. All right, now, so here's what happened. So, I didn't talk to. I think I did a video about this because I did something on like Mother's Day, right? So I didn't contact my mom for Mother's Day. So there was like no Happy Mother's Day, and I love me some mom. I love my mom. It's just that it's not gonna work. It's just not. It's not gonna work, and then that's just. And right now, I feel like I sold myself out a little bit by going on ahead and picking up the phone and all that there. And even though I know it was like major fakeness going on, just to hear her voice was like, I miss her so much, like that, right? And I wish that. As a matter of fact, like I know, I personally, I'm not being unrealistic at all. I just think from a higher space in me sometimes. Okay, so it's like I know that if we could all just come on, we could make this thing right, forgive each other, and then also be a family. And I do know that, I realize, I realize I've done my diligence, my due diligence, that is, and, I've done my research, on the whole dynamic. And for several years, I've done this. I do actually have some clinical psychology background as well. So I mean, I'm certainly qualified enough to to put myself in a position of being safe and protect and being protected. Like I realize that I gotta protect myself. You see, when you're dealing with that dynamic, when you're dealing with narcissism or toxic people or borderlines or cluster B or antisocials or bipolar, schizoid. What's it called? There, schizoid disorder or something like that. Don't quote me. I am not a doctor yet. um, it's like when you begin to get yourself back together and you begin to heal and your vibration begins to raise and your energy begins to become more healthy, um, you get what they call the Hoover, okay? And the Hoover is so that they can destroy you normally. And I feel that intuitively in my soul at this point in time. Um, and again, not that I'm trying to be magical thinking or unrealistic thinking or thinking unrealistically. It's just that I feel like if they only know, I come in peace. Like I get that there has been so much toxic bullshit. There's so much so much messed up stuff that has happened. I get that, and what the narcissists will do is they will get back into your graces just so that they can get their name cleared right. So for me to have myself back together, not being there's no more pain so much. Things are getting better, life's looking up. I'm a pretty much happy go, but I'm always happy go lucky for the most part. Okay, I just am. It's for real. This is the way it is. I have my down days, yeah, or my moments, because it never lasts for the fucking whole day. I don't play that. But it's like they see me getting better. They you can even look on my I need to start reading my comments and stuff, but I do when I go into YouTube to like make a post, to put a post up. I do see the views. Oh God, oh, I'm getting tired already. I've been up too long. It's actually time for me to lay down, but I guess I'll be up for a while longer. Um, and so I see that I don't get that many views. Like, I mean, a lot of my videos, I got one view or two or zero or whatever. But you know, you can, a lot of the videos, you know, they've got, whatchamacallit, they have the, what is it called? Hey, what are you doing, honey? All right, well, you know how when you can read what's being said, and you sit there long enough, if you idle over, you know, a specific icon or a specific video, you don't have to click on it. You don't have to like on it. You don't have to dislike on it. You don't have to even be acknowledged that, you know, it's being viewed. And that's what I do know, you know, is happening with a lot of my videos. I mean, I have a lot of people who do not like me that I know of anyway. And I'm not allowing that to discourage me from, you know, doing what I want to do. This is what I like doing. I really enjoy doing it. I'm gonna do it, and I don't care who doesn't like me. This is what I'm doing it for. I like doing it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna not do what I love or I like because I'm not liked. I mean, enough is enough. I've done that for so long, I can't do it anymore. So, you know, it's not like a great feeling. I'm not like, yay, no one's viewing my videos, yay. I'm not like that, but I am like, yay, I'm glad that I'm getting this off of my chest. I'm glad I'm getting this experience. I'm glad that I'm doing this. I'm glad that I'm proactive. I'm glad that I'm not sulking and feeling sorry for myself. So, you know, and I am also glad that I know better than to believe that someone's not watching my videos. That's just what I know. I know it is. I know that. I know they're being viewed. You know, I am not racist. So, I can tell. I know. I mean, I get, I have spirit guides. Like, you know, I've got ancestors and angels, you know. Um, I'm tuned in, mostly. You know, I'm not going to say, there's always definitely, you know, room for improvement. But, yeah, I gets the heads up. And, you know, listen, learning this spirituality situation, you know, so late in life, I feel at somewhat of a disadvantage, right? But at the same time, I do also, in addition to that, I feel that like God is on my side. You know, God is there protecting me even so much more. And before I do anything ever, I don't just go out, you know, willy nilly, you know, running around trying to do all kinds of stuff. Because I know that that will land me somewhere that could end my life, you know, fucking around doing the wrong things. That's why I don't do certain, you know, I don't accept certain monies for readings. You know, I'm to the point now where I'm actually considering just like not doing any more, you know, personal reads. I almost don't want to do them even over the internet because the energetic exchange is still, you know, somewhat the same. The thing with the personal, the actual personal readings is that, someone can come into my home, get the layout, look at it, and see like that, and then uh, um, and they come with it. People come with a spirit that they have with them, and some people want to get a read from me. It's, it'll be the same people getting the same freaking asking the same question. That raises my antennas, my spirit. I'm like, we're not going through this, not this time. And when you're sensitive, oh my God, when you withdraw your energy, or when you don't allow yourself to be taken, or if you don't allow yourself to be, physically, or spiritually, assaulted. Oh my God. Ooh, I swear, the energy that will, and they're not, the energy that will come from an individual is something else. I'm talking about manifestation in this realm, in this right now. It's like that. So you can only imagine if that's it, like people, like when you withdraw your energy from a narcissist, be that spiritual, or physical, uh, mental. When you are not, when you set boundaries, and you say no or wait or something like that, there is an energetic rebuttal. What is it? What do I want to say? My words are losing me. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off or too far going down this little rabbit hole here, but it's just that I do consider narcissism and anything, any type of personality characteristic. It's just everything has a spiritual component to it. That's just the way that we are. That's our anatomy. We have a physical anatomy. We have a spiritual anatomy. We do. We do. And energy. There's an energy. There's an energetic signature that's next. That's with every single thing. And that's the reason why I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my tarot card readings and do them all on the same channel, because I do wholeheartedly feel that people who have these personality disorders that they diagnose at the doctor's office, they only look at the clinical side of it. They don't ever look at the spiritual side of it, and the spiritual side of it is more pronounced than the clinical side or aspect of it. Narcissists have this thing with them. It's like they are just people say they want to say that they're soulless. They don't have any souls. Um, and that's, you could say that to an extent, but I'm even working on finding a better verbiage to explain that, because it's slightly more intricate than that. Like when a layman person hears, oh, that they don't have a soul, like literally what does that entail? Literally what does that feel like and seem like? They are robotic. Yeah, they are. They're robotic. They're mechanical. They're unpredictable. Especially after you remove the blinders from your eyes and you get to just really get to you tap all the way into what's going on around you. Yeah, you do get. They are robotic, but there are different levels of sophistication, if you will, that that are associated with certain narcissists. And so, well, look at me. Okay, I mean, I know I don't have like a lot of bells and whistles, but I am related to my family. Okay, and they don't make them like my family. Like y'all haven't seen anything. Like, I mean, I know we've seen some terrible, psychopathic. There's something about the ones that I'm associated with that I know of. Please, y'all didn't. It's you. Yeah, no. And it's not that I want to. I don't want to drag my family like through the mud. I want to do quite the opposite. It's just that, to be quite frank though, y'all, honestly, I am concerned and I am being cautious for my life and for my well-being. I didn't share this in the past, but it's like a lot of the reason that I make my videos also is for documentation. Point blank. I don't deal with my life is completely different than what it was. I'm so not open and so guarded, very careful. The typical narc would probably say something to me like I'm being paranoid, or that or something, or that I'm going schizophrenic or something, or whatever. And I mean, that's actually typically is what they will do, but there, what am I trying to say? It's like there is a different strand. They have they do operate out of the same book. Literally, they do the same things, all of them. Textbook, like it's uncanny how textbook they are. But depending on the what's the word here, the caliber, if you will, of the the human being or the family. We all have like our different swag, if you will, or our different way that we our different styles of interacting, speaking, the our ways that we do slick stuff. Like everyone has their way of doing it, and so I truly believe that my immediate family is on another level, you know. So, matter of fact, it's not that I believe it, I know this. And unless and or until one of them slip up, it will be my word against theirs. And if they are like, listen, they probably won't slip up. So you guys will need to just take my word for it. And I know that the people who are familiar with the disorder, more familiar with it, or have more knowledge about it, they'll understand what I'm saying more than a lot of you all that are new. See, even though I know that my videos are not being viewed so much right now, you know, it's 2021. Today's date, like I said, is June the 10th. I think we have like a new moon or eclipse or something like that today. But you'll see these maybe in 2025. You know what I'm saying? And it's also still hitting major reasons why I'm making the videos. I have had my I've had my life endangered several times, and you know, it's almost yeah, no, there weren't any like police reports filed, but I have been in dilemmas where I really was like wide open for anything to happen to me. Interacting with my family, and I won't ever let that happen again. And since I know how they move, how I know my folks, I know that I have to make sure it doesn't occur again. So until I get myself into a more secure and even more secure position, I must always be on the lookout. The 48 Laws of Power says no days unalert, and I fully, wholeheartedly agree with that. And so that's why I make the videos. The videos are like, it's like a paper trail. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't ever mention anyone's names, and I won't, because I don't want to do that. And I kind of got sidetracked, with the reason why I was making the video. I did tell you it might get lengthy, though. But it's like, I'm trying to paint a picture for you to really understand, what it is that I'm going through. And then, perhaps you can relate this to what it is that you may be dealing with as well, because at the beginning of every day, you must, make sure you are safe. And no matter, no matter whose fault your misfortune or your demise or your dismal situations that may occur, no matter whose fault it is, the responsibility for your safety lies right on your shoulders. Simply, even if they are wrong, even if they did set you up, or even if they did lie on you, and even if it's your responsibility to see to it that you're safe. Also, the reason that I do it on this channel here is because it's a spiritual situation, and narcissists will not stop. They will do black magic on you, and this is the reason why I'm so much more evolved when it comes to that. Like, I wasn't brought up knowing anything about black magic. I do know that it was meant for me to learn about it, because at several times in my life earlier, there are just things that lined right on up for me to learn it. And get the hang of it. I just didn't, and I wish that I had, but I didn't. But I am now. So that's all the more reason to, on a spiritual note, I'm very careful, very careful, very calculated, and very, very secure, always. And then and I'm cautious. So while it might seem like I'm a babe, or I'm a novice, and I am, to a great extent, it's just. That's why I'm just grateful that I do have, my spiritual team. I'm so grateful for that. I'm glad that I've got my protectors. I'm so glad. And then, in addition to that, I do things like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And maybe, like I said, take from this what you can, okay? as the scapegoat, black sheep, empathic, um, my whole life, this is the way it's been, right? Um, it's like a constant. I've been under spiritual warfare ever since I can remember. Like I can remember, when my mind was finally cleared up. I remember rituals that were done on me when I was a child. I mean, a little child. I mean, not even five, like a baby child. And when I go back and I reminisce sometimes to myself or by myself, I might, think over some things in some situations that have occurred. And I'm like, huh? This shit really fucking happened. It, we need to get more informed about the spiritual aspect of life, especially us in the United States of America. Like, we don't know what we should know, but we do have ancestors, and right now, I just feel like we're all under like some type of protective shield. What I will advise you to do is, no matter what sin you've committed or what atrocity you've engaged in, in your past, before you were awakened, when you decide to get on a straight and narrow and be forthcoming and be honest, stay that way. Because I intuitively know. I've not read this anywhere. I haven't really been reading so much like I should. I have like a million books in here that I need to just really just buckle down and research and stuff more. But I just keep my heart pure, and that's my first line of defense. I keep my heart pure, and I don't put myself in situations where I gotta go do something stupid, like go do something stupid, crazy, dumbass spell that I'm gonna pay. I don't do anything ritualistically unless I know the outs and the ins and the ins and the out. Unless I am actually and literally instructed, and then taught, literally instructed, and then showed how to follow through with anything. I don't do nothing. Okay, I don't do nothing. And I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna tell you that. Like even today, I wanted to go get me some candles or something that has some type of a ritual or something tonight. And it's something innocent, only for something attracting money or you even gotta be careful with that. Like you know what I'm saying. And I'm assuming you know what I'm saying. I couldn't get around to getting them. It's been like we had like the past few moon events. I didn't have any candles. Okay. Like I got someone that brings them to me, and I didn't get a chance to get around to getting them until like today is the day. I don't have them. It's already getting late, so I doubt if I'm gonna have them. So, I just gotta clear out my area. You know what I'm saying? Which I need to do that seriously. I'm still trying to pull out like my summer clothes, and I change closets. Like I change everything around. I don't know why I do that, but I do. So it's like I gotta put all the winter stuff away, the boots and all that there, and get my summer things lined up in a very. I have nothing for summer that is accessible. So it's like I got on jeans and stuff today, and it's like burning up outside, you know. But you know what I'm saying. And I like again, I don't mean to keep on getting off topic because I'm trying to just say as realistically as I possibly can. And number one, you gotta just take care of yourself. And if you're a person watching this, you know what, if you're just now realizing this, you probably won't be watching this because everything is vibrationally, energetically that way, So you might see some of my old videos where I was crying and defeated, if I still have them up. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't really want to dwell on that, but it's like being in this family. It's like I've been, like I said, in spiritual warfare since I was a little kid, and I didn't know it. So it's like second nature to me. So it's like I gotta be even more careful not to pull out the guns because if I do, I don't. It's no point. It's like how they say you don't pull out a gun unless you're gonna use it. And then, but if you use the gun, there's a price you have to pay for doing that. So if I do something like spiritually or physically or defensively, whatever, there's a price that I'm gonna have to pay. There's a repercussion. So I do a lot of preventative practices. That's like what I do. I just make sure I don't have myself in situations where I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to have to do something that I'm not versed enough to know. Like, am I selling my soul? Am I offering myself up for some type of stupid ass fucked up sacrifice? Like, you just never can know, and it doesn't matter how innocent it could be. You can't be too careful, and until the Most High, God wants me to know how to follow through with certain things, I don't indulge. I do my tarot card readings. I stop right there with doing tarot card readings, though you do have to, protect yourself. You got to protect yourself when you're going to sleep, and you have to protect yourself, period. You got to meditate. You got to keep your vibration right. You have to stay aware. You got to have some backbone. You have to know how to say no, thank you, no. You have to, because if you can't agree to everything, because it could get you in trouble. And it's nothing worse than being tortured spiritually. Like, physically, it's not ideal, obviously, but to be tortured in a spiritual way, it's the worst, because it's like I said, United States of America. We are not that informed, about all that stuff there. And I do want to teach or share some of the things that I do know, but I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I don't want to like, there are some things that I know, but I don't know where to draw the line at. So I mean, and the people that I do hear, the readers that I do watch, and a lot of people that I do hear and listen to, they seem to be doing a fantastic job. I mean, like, really, like, professional high priestess, yeah. And Tarot Diva, who else? Frequency Phoenix. I'm just giving y'all. I know, and then don't nobody even. I have never spoken to any of these women face to face. This is just something that I'm just giving you some resource to, go check out for yourself. If I think of anyone. Oh, and then I do from time to time. It's a little bit more lately. I do kind of like binge watch, narcissistic personality disorder videos. So I listen to, I think this man's name. I listen to him like I binge watch his videos basically. What's his name? On the tip of my tongue, he's Hawaiian. Chico, Narc Chronicles or something like that. Magnificent. And I'm gonna tell you, when I first started listening to him, I was still like in the beginning stages of my separation from the narc situation. I didn't say this to anyone, but I'm just letting you know, if you do listen to him, he's gonna put you up on so much game that you might not really be ready for what he's talking about, but he's the real deal. He's the truth. Like, I had to backtrack and start watching him again, because I wasn't ready for what he was saying, and I was suspicious of him. Ever. I'm like, is this a fucking narc? Because I don't know. It's just, that's the first thing I had thought when I had first began watching him, but I wasn't seeing him from a clear advantage, if you will, or a clear space. Anyway, I'm gonna post this up, but the reason that I started making this this recording is because I effed up, like I did, and I'm not gonna beat myself up, because there's a part of me that feels a little bit okay about it, and we'll see as time goes on. And now I do know that when it comes to the spiritual aspect of narcissism, if they can't contact you, like, if they don't have a connection to you, they can't put spells and stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta cut all the cords, all the ties. And the discussion was like pretty happy, and so I know that was fake, because I didn't say anything to you on Mother's Day. Like, my family, you don't do that. Like, that's enough to send your ass to hell. Like, really, and so, and I don't care what we've gone through in the past. And we've gone. When I tell, we went through some shit up in here. Okay, I still would make sure I call my mom and say Happy Mother's Day, even if I didn't send her a card or money or something. This was the first year that I didn't say Happy Mother's Day. Now, she claims, and they claim that they're not watching my videos. So if that's the case, then they're just going to have to pretend like they're not watching my videos. And I just want to let y'all know, for several reasons. But the one that might be, appealing to you is, for learning purposes, and for you to get a real deal, understanding of things from my perspective. and where I messed up. I broke the that no contact regimen, and I had it going for quite some time. And I was doing great at it, but I mean, normally she claims that she hasn't tried to call me since the last time, which was like quite a few months ago, right? But the only reason why the call, like I said, came through is because I have a new phone, and I don't know. I'm not gonna. It was against my plan. I don't want to say it's a bit against my better judgment. Yeah, and listen, guys, if things go wrong, I'll admit it. I will admit it. I still do not condone or support or advise breaking your no contact regimen, because that's the time that you need to get yourself together. Like, you have to. It's especially on when it comes to like the severity of your discard. You know, you're stuck by yourself. It's a beautiful thing to be alone now, but back then I felt really defeated, very alone, very unsupported, oh so emotional, so painful. I got a thick skin and I'm a rider like that, for my family. So the only thing that can hurt me is my family. No dude can't hurt me. Can't no dude. Let me tell you about these dudes and these loves and all that. Not going to be able to happen. It's not going to be able to. But the family, for me, see, everyone is different. For me, my family, I broke my heart more than any love connection could ever. It was my family. And so now that I'm past that point and over that hurdle, for the most part, I'm like, okay, I got to get back out here. Like Chico says, you got to get back out there and you got to start interacting. And that's one thing I didn't do. I really have like really limited my interactions to just people who I do readings for. Um, yeah, people that I do readings for, pretty much. Those are the only people that I kind of like deal with, on a daily basis, and that's and when that's very limited, um, and that's getting cut out completely. I don't even want to do any more personal readings. I just want to do this channel, you know. And if I decide to open up the readings, they will more than likely be via internet or something like that where there's minimal contact, but still the energetic exchange is sometimes even more powerful than when it's just so much that I gotta consider when I decide to still walk down this road and still do this. And I just this is what I like to do. This is what I love actually, and it's not easy either. So and some people imagine in the perfect world your perfect job should be easy, sort of like, or enjoyable. I'm very fulfilled, but it's not easy. And I just thank God and you too for things, for me being able to do stuff like this, even though it's not, getting a lot of views or a lot of notoriety at this point. It's fulfilling something within me. So that's that in a nutshell. What else? Being under spiritual attack, like, you really shouldn't drink, um, or like smoke or do any, indulge in any substance stuff. Um, you really shouldn't even have sex. Really, honestly, you really have to like really, hone in on your whole entire life, your whole being. You have to, and yeah. So for it to be so late in life for myself, it's like it's a big deal. I don't even know sometimes what to do. And it's crazy because the other day, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, I just made this crazy ass freaking narc video. Ding dong, the narc is gone. And it wouldn't surprise me if my mom seen that shit or somebody showed it to me, because the people with the flying monkeys, oh my god, the white girls, they just be like watching it. And yo, when I say the white girls, I'm not racist. I mean, they my sister-in-laws and shit. I love them too, but I ain't got time for now. I gotta step away. It's not really, my place to just keep on letting myself into your life. You don't want me there, you hate me, and that's that. And my family is like all for it, yay. So, and I say that because it's the real truth. Like, I'm not really in a I really just don't feel like candy coating shit. Like, I've been out here, I done been hated on, I done have dealt with narcissistic abuse on my job, racism on the job. I'm not racist, but I dealt when I tell you with these white girls and some of these black ones, but it's all about it's like racism and like bullshit and stupid shit out here. Like, I've been through the ringer, so um, y'all can go ahead and think that I'm racist or or something like that if y'all want to. That's freedom. You get that. You get free will. Think and do how you feel. I know that I'm not. I know what I am, and I'm really just not in the mood to limit myself more than I need to. Okay, all right. Anyway, that being said, I FUC. I mean FUQ'd up, and I'm just letting you know, and I'm admitting it, and I'll keep you guys posted, and I honestly I will, keep you posted on the outcomes and the comings and goings. And mind you, if you should start yourself a channel, but just always remember, do not mention any names, because then you can find yourself in a whole lot of bull crap again. And trust me when I tell you, they won't stop. So it's almost like I'm dancing with the devil right now because I did actually allow myself to be, somewhat reconnected. So I got to do some research. I got to do some, I got stuff to do today. To keep myself covered and protected, and I'll do that. But like I said, I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm keeping it funky. Like, I really am kind of glad that I did talk to my mom today. I was control. Don't worry, I didn't get all googly. I'm like, oh, I love you. I didn't do that, but I was happy. And I don't know. Yeah, hopefully, this thing can be fixed. If it, I'm, it's like I'm safe and I'm covering myself and protecting all of my assets and stuff like that. But it would be a freaking Christmas dream or something like that to have everyone get it together and get it right. You only get one mom, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna let no one mom have my ass sold out down the creek nowhere, no more. That's not happening to me. So I don't even know. I'm just hopefully just take from this what you can. Please benefit from this the way that you will. I just want you to see a specific or certain angle that I've never seen discussed or showed, or admitted to. Everyone just says go gray rock or go no contact. That's all they say, and or leave the flying monkeys alone. And okay, but this is that's not easy. Time heals. Time makes it easy. Time makes you get better and stronger and more. You know, um, you gotta be determined. Determination and dedication, and you gotta be alert, pay attention. You gotta be yeah. That's what you have to do. But I mean the good side of this, I guess, on a positive note, it sort of fortifies you and prepares you for just life in general. So, I mean, while it's not easy, it definitely does. It definitely does cause you to become formidable. That's the best. Formidable, prepared, equipped, safe, sound, clear, um, strategic, and at ease, peaceful, effective, and you nail your target. I tell you that much. You learn um, to take it easy. Take it easy. Slow it down. Take it easy, and think. Before you act, and plan. Don't panic. For these types of interactions with people definitely get you in that state of mind. I believe that's the state of mind that you need to be in. At the same time, you do want to also add into this state of mind some self-love, some empathy, and some tough love, and power. Power, strength, power. Anyway, you guys, I do think that I covered my points for making this. I don't know. I might, depending on how long this takes to upload, I'll do my Thursday reads. Probably one or two of them. Um, but this is probably, it's 45 minutes long. So if it's anything longer than like 10 minutes, it takes like an hour and a half to upload. So yeah, this probably won't be posted until, I don't know, for a long time. So I probably won't be back on until tonight or until the middle of the night because I probably won't wake up one time. But namaste, ashe, amen, and happy Thursday and happy new moon eclipse day also. All right, guys, later.